In December 2019, we talked to Western governments about the possibility of this virus. In June 2019, we talked about the possibility that the CCP would use biological and chemical weapons to attack the Hong Kong movement and the West. We have made such warnings repeatedly in May, June, July, and October 2019. Later, everyone discovered that in the Hong Kong movement, many tear gas weapons used by the so-called police and the so-called public security weapons contained a large number of chemical weapons, as well as the rape, murder, and brutality of the black police of the CCP. In the end, in 2020, all members of the whistleblower movement and the new federal state of China made an announcement to warn the world during the entire live broadcast of the Rule of Law Foundation on January 15, 2020. The CCP's announcement that the Wuhan virus was not transmitted from person to person and the infection was controllable and preventable was false. And we've tried to convey this information to the relevant U.S. government departments that this was a biochemical weapon attack. Later, together with Mr. Bannon and all our colleagues, we announced to the world the truth that this virus came from the CCP Wuhan lab, including the truth about deaths. Through the information conveyed by a large number of fighters inside the CCP, we showed the world the brutality and threat the CCP posed to the world. Regrettably, only U.S. President Trump embraced our information and promptly enforced travel restrictions within the United States. Despite the damage, it did not trigger a major catastrophe in the U.S. Many countries that believed in our information were the beneficiaries, and those that did not believe suffered huge losses of life, property, and national security. When we looked back for the past year's revelation by the new federal state of China, we have spread the truth through evidence in various media channels, while facing the suppression, demonization, and even politicization from the so-called traditional media and so-called technology giants in the West, and various interest groups in the economic and political circles that are colluded with the CCP, and even threatening our lives, to stop and prevent us from telling the Western world the truth about the biological weapons, the virus, created by the CCP and the harm to Hong Kong people's human rights. The new federal state of China and the whistleblower movement have always insisted on showing and telling the West the truth that we will establish peaceful relations between the Chinese people and the West, and tell the world that the CCP is not the same as the Chinese people. The CCP cannot represent the Chinese people, and the Chinese people are the biggest victims of all the CCP's actions.